my name is Erin. I'm 27 years old, and I came to the POTS 2-week treatment center. I'm on my last day today. And before I came in, I was just experiencing extreme fatigue. I felt kind of hopeless with a lot of things. I'd been able to function and still hold a job, but that was really all I was doing. I would get up in the morning, drag myself out of bed, and do exactly what I had to do and nothing more, and I felt horrible all the time. I also started experiencing a lot of passing out and feeling dizzy. I've had a migraine probably for the last year at least, so that was just kind of my normal. I had a lot of numbness in my fingers and toes. A lot of times I couldn't feel my legs, which just kind of mentally bothered me. And I had gone through a lot of doctors. I know that I've had POTS for at least a year. I think in all likelihood I've had it more for like a decade, a more milder version of it. And I'd seen lots of doctors and cardiologists and been through the whole gamut actually a couple times. About 4 years ago, I went through a mass of doctors and basically said there was nothing wrong with me. At the same time, I was working, I was in positions where I was really stressed, and so I started to believe maybe it is in my head. Maybe I'm just being overwhelmed and it's kind of situational, and I'm just passing out because I was so tired or something like that. But fortunately, in the last year or so, I got a true diagnosis, and then I started looking online, wondering, well, what can I do to make this better? And I found Dr. K and her staff, which are all wonderful. I was excited at the prospect of actually getting better, but I also wasn't exactly sure how that would play out, simply because even once I'd gotten the diagnosis, so many doctors were a little bit negative, either saying that I might never have children because I was always going to have to be on a certain kind of medicine that's not good for you to have children with, or one doctor told me that I probably didn't have enough blood circulation to try to have children. I also had read a lot of things by people meaning well, that just basically said, it'll go away after a while. But as I mentioned earlier, I know I've had it for a full year, and I have a suspicion that I've had it for many, many years. So needless to say, I came in from California, and since being here, I am so glad that I came. I'm just amazed at how good I feel. For the first time, I want to say maybe 5 days into the treatment, I woke up before my alarm clock, which for me is really astounding. I was always been a morning person until the last year, when I just literally could not get out of bed, and some days I did get out of bed eventually, but all I could do is just sit on a couch or lay on a couch. And I have so much more energy having worked with Dr. K and her staff. My fatigue probably went from a 10, which is like the worst, to a 0. I haven't, in the last week or so, experienced any fatigue. Another thing I wanted to mention was that I actually came in for a consultation before I decided to do the 2-week program. And at that time, I was feeling way better than I had within like a year's time, because I'd been put on some medicine that helped with the passing out component and just getting a little bit more energy. I mean, I definitely had this suspicion and knew that I didn't have the energy to do the things that I'd been doing. But my doctor said, well, you're on this medicine, and I knew it had made an improvement. Well, when I came in for the consultation, I was really jolted, for lack of a better word, because I was able to see how clearly, with the equipment that Dr. K uses. When I came in, I could see that my heart rate was extremely erratic, and I also could see that there was an extreme constriction of blood flow, which in my mind I'd kind of thought, well, maybe since I'm feeling a little bit better on this medicine, maybe I'm getting better. But I was able to see that this medicine was really only masking some of the more prevalent things I was experiencing, and it wasn't changing anything in my body, which really for me, I thought, I want to get better. So I came here, and I'm really happy to say, kind of being here for 2 weeks, I've seen on the back end of it, it has changed, and it's changing the core issues of what's going on. The other thing I wanted to mention was I came here having migraines every day, and it's something I didn't even mention to people as a symptom because I'd become so accustomed to having a migraine for like a year. It was just, that's what I had. And this week, I know for sure I've woken up every morning and not had a migraine, and it hasn't gone back to a migraine. So if that's something you're struggling with or aware you have, I know this program is going to get rid of that for you. I think all my symptoms have gone down 90 to 100%. I see that I still have a ways to go with the home program and things that they suggest that I do heal completely, but I just have to say, if you're thinking about coming here, I can't even begin to recommend it because it really has changed my life. I feel like I have hope. I feel like I can have children. I feel like I can take care of myself. And those are all things that I was starting to doubt or feel depressed about before coming here. So if you're thinking about it, I also have to say, if you're thinking about the cost, because I know it is a lot for younger people, and it doesn't even begin to compare to feeling better and to getting